offseason as soon as the NBA playoffs are over. What are the Lakers going to do, or what can the Lakers do? We'll explain all that, but before I do, I have to let you guys know that Lakers Talk Daily is still presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic. Head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations and for more information. Bobby Marks, the great Bobby Marks, came on our show yesterday, the Sedano Kap show, and we pretty much, throughout the whole show, proposed a question to him: what can the Lakers do to acquire someone with great value? Is it moving on from Austin Reeves? Is it the expiring contracts? Is it what can they do to work around to acquire someone that they genuinely need? And right now, everyone in the Lakers fan base, everyone in the Lakers front office, they all understand one thing. They need a versatile big man. They need a big man to cover a lot of ground, whether it's rim protecting, whether it's switching on defense, and then also providing scoring on the other end, being a lob threat, being a big man that has a soft touch around the rim. Not only does he have to only be a lob threat, but he can catch the ball, finish layups, dunk, finish with contact, finish with and ones. All those things that are necessary for the Lakers to be great for next season. So obviously, Bobby Marks came on. Yes, Austin Reeves, as far as his value, would be an option for the Lakers to be able to move on from. And I understand, I got a lot of heat in the last episode I did about Austin Reeves, which I did not say that the Lakers need to trade Austin Reeves. I said the Lakers should listen and hear out what other teams would offer for Austin Reeves. You should not do a deal with Austin Reeves and get nothing in great value in return. If you're going to trade Austin Reeves, you got to make sure that it's the right move and it's the right asset, meaning a very, very reliable big man that you can play in no matter what. Me personally, I thought that ideal big man for the Lakers is Cleveland Cavaliers center Jarrett Allen. The season went unexpected for the Cavaliers. I know they had a lot of injuries going into that playoff series. And who knows, the Cleveland Cavaliers might have that mindset that they feel like they were genuinely, they were only reason why they were held back in that series against the Indiana Pacers because they had a lot of injuries and they feel like they have enough in this team to run it back. Who knows? But I do feel like a center like Jarrett Allen will be a great value for the Lakers, meaning because he can be a lob threat for Luka Dončić. He's a great rim protector. He also can switch on to the smaller guards. I'm not saying he's this elite defender around the perimeter, but he does a good job of containing, using his wingspan, using his length, being able to close out on jump shots, and then be able to go back and get a rebound. He's also a rim runner. He runs the floor really, really hard, but he also has a soft touch around the rim. We've seen what Zubac did with the Clippers, especially in this postseason. Soft touch around the rim, making layups, making like nice little skyhook jump shots. Does the little things to enhance that Clippers offense. Jarrett Allen can do the same thing for this Lakers team. Sedano pitched the idea of the Lakers finding someone, and this I'm saying, he's saying finding someone in similarity to Naz Reid and Julius Randle. Guys who can stretch the floor out, you can go smaller ball. Naz Reid is a great offensive talent, can bring you off the dribble, can stretch the floor out with the three ball. Not really reliable defender. He has some work to do on that end, but that's what Sedano is pitching. And Julius Randle obviously has been remarkable for the Minnesota Timberwolves in this playoff series. But Bobby Marks said that, he does not expect Austin Reeves to opt out just yet. Okay, he has till June to decide, was what he was telling us. It's going to be really hard as far as the contract issues and stuff like that. The Lakers don't have that much leadway as far as money and stuff like that for Austin Reeves as far as right now. That's why it's all the idea of next season for him to opt out. However, he said if Austin Reeves were to be in the center of a trade, and if the Lakers were trying to make something to get someone with great value, yes, he understands that Austin Reeves has great value, and he is something that teams will be willing to offer for with great value to send in the Lakers' way. He also mentioned the expiring contract, Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, Rui Hachimura, Finney Smith, guys like that who have expiring contracts. The Lakers can somehow play around with that. Then he also mentioned the third option as far as Dalton Connect and the draft pick as far as 2031, I believe, and be able to utilize that. He said the Lakers already showed their card. They showed their hands that they're willing to do a deal like that with the rookie deal with Dalton Connect and a swap pick with the 2031, We've seen what they tried to do. He said he mentioned the Mark Williams trade, rookie contract, all this different stuff. The Lakers can play around with that. Obviously, the physical didn't work well. We understand. But those are 3 options. Bobby Marks came on our show and said what the Lakers can do to at least see what they can get in the free agency. He also said that it's going to be really, really difficult to find a big man in the offseason, in a free agency. He said the free agency is kind of not the market right now to find a big man. He said big men are really hard to come by now in NBA. And it's crazy because we were talking about it yesterday on Lakers Talk with AK, is that it was coming to the point where teams were not utilizing the big man enough. You had that couple of seasons where big man was not utilized enough. No big man, smaller ball. We've seen it with Draymond Green and teams like that. And all of a sudden, look at it now. The big men are back. They're dominating the game. They'll be able to play both ends of the floor. They're a very, very valuable asset as far as defensively and offensively, as far as what they can do on the floor. The Lakers, that's what they genuinely missed. But I'm just curious to see, because Bobby Marks said it's going to be hard to find a big man in free agency. We understand Clint Capella. We understand the rumors around Steven Adams. We understand the rumors around Nick Claxton. If you're the Lakers, you don't want to offer so much money to Clint Capella, because he played himself out of lineup, obviously due to a lot of injuries, but also the Atlanta Hawks got a great center in Onyeka Okongwu, so they're rolling the dice with him. So Capella kind of losing his starting role position. Can kind of see the value of the other teams. They look at him knowing that he lost his starting role position. Lakers probably don't have to pay that much money for him, so they can probably wait for a deal to get him for a lot cheaper than expected. When he normally tests the market, Steven Adams might command a lot of money, especially the playoff performance that he had with the Houston Rockets. And who knows, the Houston Rockets might not move on from Steven Adams because they see something in the duo with him and Alperen Şengün. Nick Claxton, you have to give up a lot to probably get him. It's going to be very, very interesting this offseason. But the Lakers have 3 options, which is a good sign. They have 3 options to utilize to see if they can acquire someone with great value to enhance this roster. One last thing he brought up that I want to bring up, but before I do, I have to let my partners at Pechanga give you guys a quick word.
At Pechanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
So there's one thing that was brought up to Bobby Marks that Sedano brought up, and as far as Luka Dončić, how can the Lakers get the most out of Luka Dončić, not only offensively, but more out of the defensive end of the floor? And this is something I was preaching throughout the whole season with the Lakers, is that you cannot teach energy and effort. And Bobby Marks pretty much said, look, Luka Dončić understands his spots and what he has to get being in the right spots defensively. He knows how to get into passing lanes. He knows how to be a great help side defender, things like that. But at perimeter, obviously he's not that great in the perimeter defense. It's all coming down to effort, Luka Dončić, and he's going to have to take a lot more pride this offseason in getting in shape. He's going to have to do that, and he believes that Luka Dončić will. He understands that. He knows that Luka Dončić will get in shape. I believe that Luka Dončić understands the big assignment at hand. It's all going to come down to, is he going to get in shape? And is he going to want to do those things next season? You can't teach effort. And that's what Luka Dončić is going to have to understand going into this season. But we're going to be all over this trade talk rumors. But as always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. We out.